Hi everyone. Well, we're continuing on with our beginner poster series, and the next one on the poster is a really good one for your back as well. It's a good back bend, helps straighten and lengthen and bring that heart forward. It does compress that lower back a little bit, so you want to make sure that you're really lifting and feeling it through your heart as opposed to the back, and you always want to do an opposite move to kind of release any kind of stretching in the opposite direction. It's called Bhujangasana, if you want to impress your friends with a really piece of cool sounding Sanskrit. It's Cobra pose, and you can see why it's called Cobra pose, because in the full one you can even sway as you come back down, and it's like those cobras as they lift up. And it's, like I said, it's really good for your back, strengthening and really strengthening those low back muscles especially, and lifting up those heart. So we're right here on our stomach, on our mat, and the first one that we can do, the first pose we can do, is this modified Cobra, which is called Sphinx pose. And right here, you're getting that work. So just make sure that you're still feeling that lift of that sternum and that heart. And you can raise your eyes towards the sky if you like, or you can keep them down, whatever feels good. And if you want to kind of bring your neck up and your chin up, that can be a good stretch there. But guard your neck. If that doesn't feel good for you, keep that gaze kind of down and keep that neck like a straight line with the spine. So you can stay right here, and I'm just relaxed on the top of those feet. I always have a little extra padding underneath, especially today as I'm outside and on the bricks. You just want a little extra padding. My cast is getting smaller. I'm getting a little more use of my hands as we go along, because as you release, you can just kind of bring your forehead down, releasing and relaxing. And then if you want to try the full Cobra, you can take those hands, and I'll be just using one, obviously. You can take those hands and they're going to come right underneath those shoulders. And then again, you're not pressing into your hands, you're actually just using them there underneath you very lightly on the mat as you still lift that heart high. Keep those elbows tucked in. Try to stay relaxed in those legs. You might engage in those glutes a little bit, you're going to feel that. But that whole hand can be right there on the mat for you, but you're really not pushing as much as you're lifting that heart. You're going to feel it in that low back. And then you can just sway as you come back down. It kind of releases as you sway like those cobras. And then just come down and rest either on your forehead to the ground, or you can take a cheek to each side. Just make sure that you alternate so that your neck gets the stretch in both directions. So again, as you inhale, rising up. And as we exhale, we're just swaying gently back down. And like I said, this is a great place to start right here in this Sphinx pose. You're getting the same work, as you can see. We're still taking that sternum, lifting it high, and just breathing here. We're getting that deep stretch in those low backs especially, and those are the real those are the parts of the back that really take the hits, from sitting, from all of the lifting that we do, just the daily rigors of life. So that's a good place to strengthen. But always make sure that you're babying it, and always make sure it feels extra, extra good. And then when you're done, just come into that child and release. You can feel that stretch all the way through the low back. Just breathing there. And another favorite child is to walk those hands, keeping that bottom in the same place. Just walk those hands over to each side. Then you get a stretch along the side as well. And then walk to the opposite. Another great one is I like to spread those knees wide and then really melt that heart towards the mat. You can also bring those arms back, palms up, and let those shoulders melt towards the floor. And then as we come up, you can just roll one vertebrae at a time as you come up. So give it a try, have some fun. Remember, it's Bhujangasana, and it is Cobra pose. It's great for your back. Do that Sphinx, or try the full Cobra, and enjoy, have fun, stretching those backs, getting stronger. That light that shines in me honors the light shining in all of you. It unites us. Stay strong. Namaste.